of Shiva. I am in camera, I'm on audio, and man, this energy just excites me. I got opportunity again to do my best, fully understanding that the product is the one thing that matters most. Shout out to the company that made what we are using right now. I won't mention names, but it goes on to the emphasis that you have to use what you have, especially to your advantage. I am quite grateful for the fact that the man behind the camera is also excited as much as I am. This journey, man, is such an indulging one. And it amazes me that every opportunity that I do get now, I get excited. I get jubilant now because I remember that I am doing it for the right reasons. You know, guys, in many instances, it's so easy for you to forget what you have been through, how quite capable you are of prevailing, even though you are not where you are supposed to be. But man, doing this, being around that hunger, that enables you to want it. I think when you want it badly, you're gonna make means so that it does happen. And even though that you might think it happens, it will. Remember the promise that I made to myself, that I want consistency, and we have been exceeding the limits. All I wanted was 100%, and I got 300 songs. I got triple. Can I have triple the potion in everything that I do? Not even 1,000 folds, triple of everything that I do. Because you are going to touch things that are going to expose you to the best of who you are. There is that unrelished, that part of you that hasn't been discovered, that mind that you need to still work on. Fellow brother and sister, you are not done. If you are watching this, you are here for a reason. Who else could have made it a reality except ourselves? You see, you create your reality with your thinking. We woke up today and we told ourselves we're going to bring this into reality. Yet we understood that plenty was going to be in the way. Do not forget, you matter to yourself first. The sun is very, misleading, especially during the change of season. We're in autumn now. The wind can kind of fool you even sometimes, but don't be afraid of putting a little bit of love in everything that you do. I said I'm going to give 120% songs in everything that I involve myself in. Galo Game Shack on the way. Sizawubona. Sanubane worry. Sizawubona. Very soon. Trying to bring esports to the hood, man. Bring it to where it hasn't been fully discovered. There's still plenty that we need to avail ourselves to. The world is changing, guys. And as the world is moving, you also need to move with it. It's more like groove with it, move with it. Got nasty C on my mind when I talk about moving and grooving. Man, SA is full of talent, full of potential, super global megastars. Like, we don't need to prove a point to nobody, bro. We got this. We really got this, man. And I just emphasize a lot, especially when we're together and like believing in ourselves, man. That internal validation, dog, because it doesn't come from no one else except us. Because we know what we are faced with, man. But we just couldn't allow like takers anymore in our lives. Because there's power in giving. And the more you give, the more you're gonna get, man. And that has given me also opportunity to like avail myself to helping myself so that I can help others. I didn't believe in myself, and when I started, bro, when I did those lives, but I had a few people in my head that were good. Shout out to Lubabalo Chad Msipa. He's the one who started the revolution. Get on that techie, man. Get out on that techie. Let us know what you're on, G. Yeah, boy, talk that real. Move supposedly.
Hope.
Yeah, G. Move accordingly, man.
It ain't that name for no reason.
Yeah, G. The hood psychologist.
Hey,
The motivational maniac.
Hey,
G.
aliases.
Come on.
It's like you're some rapper, some
Shit, man.
maniac,
Yes,
I'm the word
slinging them
psychologist.
bars.
And then,
Slinging them bars.
yeah, man.
Slinging
Every
them
week you get
bars.
them.
Yeah, slowly but surely,
Every
man.
week.
But I'm just so glad that we're doing this together, G. Like attracts like, iron sharpens iron. The birds with the same feathers will always flock together. Like we're talking the same language, man. We speak the same way, and I love the fact that we're still learning about one another, dog.
Yeah,
While we're learning about ourselves, we
every
also
day,
still
we grow every day.
dog. Their relationship fair is so beautiful to admire. I always tell Chad about like our interactions as well, and like I'm also starting to like make it a norm now from the get-go. Like you need to know where your state is, dog, because you are adding value. That's why we still have one another by our side. It's offline, it's online. And guys, I just want to encourage that you are in a position to choose who you want to be in your circle, man. But first ask yourself, what would you like to see around that? Because man, we are both builders, dog. But we have been done bad, but we didn't let that get in the way, man. Look at us now. They're asking, how are y'all doing this shit, man?
Nah, people would just think that these people are on social media. What do they think they are on social media and doing?
Dishing out secrets. You think you can hop up and come to KFC and like, give me your 11 spices and shit? Nah, G. That's the reason why these people are gonna be the very same people you're gonna continue to feed into their psyche, into their technology, into their everything, dog, because they have mentally got your ass. That is where they got you. They got your ass. Prepare for their next annihilation, because I always reminded Bongo, the revolution won't be televised, Soons. Social media and all that is not gonna matter now, because you're gonna be in your own. And I'm talking about the mental game, the mental war that is in your mind, that complacency that lives in your head, that keeps on telling you, hey, stop, you are nothing. And it's like these two dogs I always remind my niggas of. They are willing to fight, and the other only when necessary. Which one are you feeding? You've been feeding too much of your limitation. It's 23, nigga. It's Jordan, yeah. It's year of execution, dog. Like complacency now is really taken out of the fold, G. I don't have time for your excuses. Give me the product, dog. Yeah? Mentally market yourself. Live in their heads, your ideas and your everything. Because look at me, I'm carving myself. I'm that building in construction that I always tell you about. Stop judging me. Look at your own. Watch your food go cold while you're watching mine. Why are you watching another man eat? Why? That's on you, man. That is on you. So I had to work on my building, my construction, my Rome, my estate. Check your vocabulary. Ish. Shout out to Mr. Joshua Gula, who's on my mind. What little knowledge is too dangerous. That is why we still have people who are fighting themselves. Instead of being their own companion, they are their own impairment. Start moving your mind from it becoming a platform to it becoming a place where freedom can dwell. you must not use it as a pedestal. That's why it constantly needs you to work on it on a daily. Work on it. Take care of that weeds, man. Growing now made me see by everything lives, Sungs. And if something is not growing, it's decaying. It's either you're in one place or you are moving. Martin Luther King Jr. said, you don't have to see the entire staircase, you only have to see the first step. Why are you concerned about the entire staircase? I don't need to see where Johannesburg is and how many miles it will take me to get to Johannesburg. I'll just take it by every single 200 miles that I do get access to myself. And once I do, trust me, I will make the best of it. Slow progress. I'd rather be bored doing my shit, dog, than worrying about what you have to say about me. I'm fixing me. You are busy trying to judge me. And yet there's only one judge. And it's the one that made you. So the opinions of some human beings don't matter because they are taking you away from your own initiative. Your product doesn't get delivered now because you are easily influenced. You are easily distracted. And that takes you away from delivering your initiative. So if opinions could pay bills, trust me, my G, I would be the richest man in the world. It doesn't help. You know what helps? Constructive criticism. I love people who think about the criticism that they have to offer. Because what we're doing is it's not new, bruh. There's millions and millions other kids in each and every hood in this country, South Africa, that are doing the very same thing that we are doing. It ain't nothing different. We're trying to find ourselves in this digital world. We're about to leverage it to our advantage, and that matters. Man, taking care of my psyche mattered. It didn't matter then. But this is the reason why I was messed up. I had to admit that you are messed up because you do not pay attention to this garden. There was too much trash. There was no things that could indicate, is this your belonging or someone else's? Have you asked yourself, does your faculty of thinking take instructions from you or from someone else? Because we talked about this with Sungs the other day, how your mind can play tricks on you sometimes.
Always.
It plays tricks
Sometimes
on
have
you.
a battle with it.
Yeah.
One man.
You have to wrestle, brother. You see that internal battle? That's why my biggest wins are the wins no man has seen other than myself. Those are the internal battles. And once it plays a trick, sometimes you give into it. And it leads forward. Be careful. But you need to be cheerful as well. Taking it back into your control. Taking the power back into your control. Do not invite any complacency. And I love being in my own shoes because my life is unique to me. What I am facing is unique to my struggle. How about you start doing homework on a daily basis? Where did you not take care of yourself? And start addressing that. All these things that I thought I couldn't be able to do, I first had to work it into the mental realm. I had to believe in myself. You must believe in you. It's no one else's job. But it's so grateful and also so awesome to live in such an amazing time in history. Many might not take advantage of it, but I'm in full acknowledgement that this day is a day that we'll never ever have again. We are recording content that is gonna be uploaded in the future, that will live forever on a global network called the internet. Billions and billions of people across the world can be able to access from anything that can be able to browse the internet or use an internet connection. Man, we should give an applause to ourselves. That is because the human race has advanced. We must not take it lightly that we are still in one place. But it just depends on, as much as you are looking at what's going wrong, don't forget what has gone right. Look at how this other day I was just sitting in my house and I was like, I've recorded this episode a few months ago. I've edited it. Now I am uploading it so that the world can be able to listen to this. Anybody that gets to click on that link can be able to listen to what I made. How many things have you created? You brought into reality, the real talks, the freestyles. You walk into the beach. You were there. You have account of that. No one else has. We have account of us being here. This is just evidence. This is us going according to our blueprint. We are still building that digital library. We are still collectors. Don't forget, the destination has not changed. The outcome has not changed ever. We are still working on certain aspects of the self that require retrospection. Because it's easy for you to look at the outside and say, that is going wrong, that is going wrong. What about what is going wrong with you? There are things you haven't fixed about you. And sometimes we can get caught up in the wrong conversations because we are always trying to prove points. And yet we forget that we are always going to be seeing the world differently. I cannot be expecting you to see the world differently to me, but at least have and listen to what I have to say. The struggle is not something that you can take lightly. It's necessary, man. We've been battered. We've been bullshitted. Why are you using these computers, man? Where is these computers gonna take you out? Yeah, it's true. Where do they think this is gonna take them? And it saddens me, bro, that many of them could have been part of this great shit, bro. But already they refuse from the get-go. Hey, do it yourself, man. Do it yourself. It's so lovely being by myself in most instances. Because in their funda, learn to love being by yourself. That matters fair to. You'll now your entire life, dog. And this thing of liking ourselves, that's real, man. Like spending time with it, that's real, bro. When I do the things that like bring the best out of me, taking care of my kid, loving my girlfriend, being there for my family, about conversating with my friends, my brothers, and all of these things. And I'm always trying to put like presence into everything, bruh. Slapha ngoku, dog. Because you're gonna come there and you remind them of everything that has went wrong. They'll be like, no, bruh. How are you thinking today? How are you thinking? Right, bro? And then that kind of like changes the landscape of everything. Because you could find that I'm asking a question that you've been wanting someone to ask. But when you're always waiting for something and it eventually comes at a time where you're not ready for it. And then I found that no, man, there's no such thing as the right time. You just have to. Like if you were contemplating and doing yoga and thinking every shit has to be technical, knowing full well we can simplify it away. Look at that website, bruh. Shit, man. What do you think about the website? Shit.
Fantastico.
Dog, we are taking advantage of the tools that are at our disposal. There ain't nothing different, dog. Like, go seek out. The things you are looking for are already there for you. And in many times I've found that people don't want to put the work. Like, I love working on this brand called me. I love working on this person called me. And you understand about I will make mistakes in other instances. I'm human, bruh. That is bound to happen. Because once I get to be fine with making mistakes, then when I see another person making a mistake, then I get to be fine with that mistake. I get to approach them in a very constructive way. And be like, I know, I've been in that position. Let's not be quick to fix things. How about we give that opportunity, we lay claim, and also we create an environment that will enable that person to rectify that mistake they have done. We shouldn't bash people for making mistakes. I had many girls in my life at one instance. I had to be truthful about that. What was it making me? What was I becoming because of all those things? And external validation hurts, guys. I was thinking about it 2 days ago. Like, never be in your control, Sungs. Bruh, people change. Their attitudes change. They get bags. They get girl. They get pussy. They move. They visit a certain place. They get exposed to a little bit of flame and all that thing. Shout out to that girl wearing the Real Madrid shirt, bro. Yeah, that young girl. Fly Emirates. The pink stripes.
2017, 18.
Yeah. She's wearing greatness there. Yeah, I'm an avid football fan, so I had to stop for that. Knowing full well we are on the money. We are on the money. Motivational Maniac podcast. We didn't forget that we don't get here by stopping. We persevered, Sungs, man. And I was looking at my past recordings, G. Like, when I had everything in the vault and things were failing like this, dog, all the time around me. Hard drives, computers, this. And what I did, I made things worse by hanging on too long. I couldn't allow the next phase to come in. Like, the good can't come in if you're still hanging on to the bad. I had to let go. Letting go is good. Your worth is not predicated on one event. You cannot see your life only on just one event, one day, one whatever. How small can you make yourself? Think big about yourself. There are maybe things that you haven't wanted to think out loud about. But the first thing I had to shut out that noise, Sungs. The naysayers. I had a lot of naysayers. They call themselves friends, Sungs. sabotagers, backstabbers, leeches. When I tell him, Buzzy leech. Yeah? Yeah, you know what a leech is? It's those things that look like snails. They help with brain surgery as well, to connect like brains and all that kind of thing. But leeches, all they do is suck blood. Nothing. That's their job. So watch out for these leeches, G. They ain't gonna leech away your dreams, G. Yeah, when anyway. When the eyes fade. Yeah, but and yes, it all. Now, next thing you're not around them, you start being around yourself. Next thing, I started understanding that I could connect with people that I didn't even see in my life. I could help people. I could get help. Sungs, how many mentors have we gotten over the internet? Countless. Teachers. Anything ofuna we describe a dog. Because you know why that happened? That is partly because of how we are viewing things. Like how we view our life matters not only to us, but also to the people that we're trying to bring us to. I never want to be in a position where I'm compromising who I am, because now all of a sudden I get excited because there are different benefits to things, because now people can taint things, bruh. They can see how good our shit is going now. All of a sudden they want to jump on. No, don't jump on. We'll contact you if we want you on the show. You see, otherwise in most instances it's just us. We love ourselves that way. So if I have Sungula Sitekyana, if I have Lukoti Mamputa, if I have Buhle Kochana, always on the podcast, that's because those people are adding value. And it might seem like it doesn't correlate, but trust me, eventually you will see why. Because I don't let my emotions get into the way. When I see greatness, I see greatness, bro. Don't get into the way of greatness. You can postpone it, but you can't cancel it. The future, you, bruh. Hard work is required. Smart work is required. Persistent is required. And it's so good that we're adding a brick a day. That brick a day, man, does matter. We have to take it up a notch, man. See news, and then we go all the way up. Man, it's so beautiful when you start to embrace other people. Bruh. Dan had this nice conversation with me when he was watching Susie. Susie is our house cat, my sister's cat. And he was like, Tati, there's a chicken. Guys, I like to identify nature. He said, yo, bruh, I had to tell you this, Tatiba. I didn't like cats, but now, I pay attention to them now. Like, do you understand how powerful that is? It's because it's what you now know. Look at his stigma as that are stopping us from knowing. Because if Sotmaniam again reminds us, little knowledge is too dangerous. You have to be afraid of a person who does not do their research, who just makes decision on the go. And the pace that a lot of other young people are moving at, it's a pace of going nowhere slowly. It's saddening, bro. And it gets to a point where it's no one else's job now but you. I have to save me. But in the process, living in our hearts, man. That is the most important thing fundamentally. Shout out to my mom in heaven.